'Tis the season to be censored, as the lights are about to go out on any channel that YouTube determines is not producing, quote, authoritative content. They're also going to begin to delete channels that are, as they say, on the borderline of producing hateful or harmful content. So in this video, we're going to take a look at this latest blog post from the official YouTube blog, the 4 R's of responsibility, raising authoritative content and reducing borderline content and harmful misinformation. We'll also take a look at this recent 60 Minutes interview with the CEO of YouTube, where she says we've cut the amount of time Americans watch controversial content by 70%. We're also going to take a look back at this change in the terms of service that is due in just 5 days from now, December 10th, where they have announced that they are going to begin eliminating channels that are not commercially viable. We'll also look at the fact that they seem to have maybe jumped the gun on this, because Owen Benjamin's channels, 2 of his channels on YouTube, have just been deleted, and he also was warned about not being commercially viable and having to face that on December 10th, but now he's already gone. And then, of course, we're also going to look at these connections that we see between Google, 23andMe, YouTube, and how a massive amount of power and influence can be held by just 2 family bloodlines. And then, of course, we're going to look at the alternative solutions and the different platforms that are popping up left, right, and center to deal with the issue of censorship, like DLive, like Float.app, like BitChute.com, like PocketNet, like Minds, and of course, like D.Tube. So we're going to get into all that and more in this video, but just before we do, I'd ask that you guys head over to pressfortruth.ca/donate to support this channel. As we're going to show you in this video, we are being heavily shadow banned, and our content is being strictly reduced from being seen. And moving forward, we're going to need you guys to support us, not only by subscribing to us on the other channels, but also financially as well. So please check the links on the screen or in the description. Here you can contribute PayPal or Bitcoin, or become a patron, or become a member, or use the Patreon alternative. But considering the discussion of today, maybe you could scroll all the way down to the bottom, click on that banner here, which will bring you to this GoFundMe page, PFT demonetized. If I add $1 for every subscriber, we could make the MSM obsolete. So as you will see in today's video, guys, I'm going to need your help with doing that, because they are absolutely putting me on the chopping block, as many of your favorite content creators are going to be on the chopping block in the next couple of weeks. So it's incredibly important that we understand the implications of what's going to be happening here on YouTube. So let's start with this. This is the official blog, came out just a couple of days ago from YouTube, where they say our community guidelines set the rules of the road on YouTube, and a combination of people and machines help us to remove more violent content than ever before. That said, there will always be content on YouTube that brushes up against our policies, but doesn't quite cross the line. So over the past couple of years, we've been working to raise authoritative voices on YouTube and to reduce the spread of borderline content and harmful misinformation. And we are already seeing great progress. Authoritative news is thriving on our site, and since January of 2019, we've launched over 30 different changes to reduce recommendations of borderline content and harmful misinformation. The result is a 70% average drop in watch time of this content coming from non-subscribed recommendations in the US. And here it is, guys. They lay out a chart. This is all of it laid out in a chart. This gives me a bit of vindication. This is something I've been talking about for years now, and they have it all chronologically laid out, exactly how they've done it. You know, back then I was told I'm just being paranoid. You know, this is the talk of conspiracy theory. They're not shadow banning you. How can you prove that? Well, they've just laid it all out for you here in a chronological timeline. Back in 2015, they started this, improved ranking systems to reduce the visibility of junk comments, whatever that means. Who's determining what's a junk comment? On September 14th, they launched the YouTube players for publishers for the news industry. In 2017, they redirected users who were seeking violent extremist propaganda related content to playlists that debunk its methodology. So they're completely directing you into opposite directions of the type of information you're seeking. In August, they launched the top news shelf in search results and breaking news shelf on the homepage. They started to surface authoritative content in search results. Guys, this was back in October of 2018. And then this year, they launched the information panels alongside videos from government or public-funded publishers to provide context. This is where you see websites popping up from, official places like Wikipedia. They often use as their official sources for, medical advice and things like that. $25 million investment to support trusted journalistic organizations and improve the news experience on YouTube. And I'll put a link in the description so you can go through all of this for yourself. But this is one of the ones that, bothered me quite a bit. Started to reducing recommendations to the videos, English language border videos outside of the US. And that's where they reduced the recommendations of my videos by up to 70%, which is why none of the content is being seen anymore. They lay it all out here, raising authoritative voices on YouTube. Here's how it's done. More and more people turn to YouTube to catch up on the latest news or simply learn more about the topics that they're curious about, whether it's climate change or a natural disaster. For topics like music or entertainment, relevance, newsness, and popularity are most helpful to understand what people are interested in. But for subjects such as news, science, and historical events, where accuracy and authoritativeness are key, the quality of information and context matters most, much more than engagement. That's why we've doubled our efforts to raise authoritative sources to the top and introduced a suite of features to tackle this challenge holistically. Elevating authoritative sources in our systems. In 2017, we started to prioritize authoritative voices. Who do they think are the authoritative voices? Well, you got CNN, Fox News, Jovem, Pan, India Today, and The Guardian, just to name a few, for news and information queries and search results and watch next panels. So here's an example. Let's say you're looking to learn more about a newsworthy event. For example, try searching for Brexit. While there will be slight variations, on average, 93% of the videos in global top 10 results come from high authority channels. They're very proud of this fact that if you search the term Brexit, you're only going to get their high authority stuff showing up. And let's do this a quick little test, guys, because I actually have a video on Brexit and it's got a lot of views, well over 500,000 views. This one's called "How Do the Rothschilds Feel About Brexit?" with, again, over 500,000 views. Well, let's go ahead and do a search for the exact same title of my video, and let's see what we get. Here we go. Top results: Channel 4 News, Fox Business, Euro News, Sky News, CGTN, Vice News, Fox Business, still haven't seen mine, TRT, Financial Post, Euro News, goes on and on, guys. Here I am, way down here, with my well over 500,000 views. And here's these results. Less views than mine, less views than mine, less than mine, less than mine. That has more, but this has less than mine, this has less than mine, this has less than mine. The point is, guys, as we've shown, they are clearly directing your news seeking into areas that they want to control the narrative moving forward. That's why they've announced the change to the terms of service, first stating that it was going to be, because channels aren't commercially viable. But now we have COPPA coming into play, saying that they're going to be determining, channels that are in violation for violating COPPA. That it's all now under the guise of protecting the children. Well, they've said they're going to do this December 10th, but as we've shown you, Owen Benjamin just had 2 of his channels deleted, so they seem to be jumping the gun on this December 10th deadline. But there is good news here today, guys, which is what we're going to get into next. The following day, Owen Benjamin ended up doing a live stream on D Live, and if you check this out right now, he is the top creator on the rise at D Live, amassing 68,000 views on that stream in less than 24 hours. This is exciting, guys, to know that when someone is booted off of a platform like YouTube, they can move over to somewhere like D Live and get these kinds of viewerships. It's really exciting. I'm on D Live. I'm going to start going live on D Live more often, and I'm going to start doing it on these platforms as well. Float.app is another new one, a good one, where you can go live. Here you can post regular, or here it shows you how you can stream live. And I'll show you quickly my account. People are able to contribute to me. You can give super chats on live streams. I've already worked up $126 US worth in Bitcoin from people. As you can see, here's my transaction history, contributing Bitcoin to my Float account. It's really revolutionary moving forward, and these are the things that has YouTube shaking scared. We have this bitshoot.com/pressfortruth, where I've now gotten over 7,000 subscribers. You know, it's for a new platform, that's a decent amount, and I hope you guys will help me to continue to build that one. Again, pocketnet.app is a good one because it's completely decentralized, and there's no way to essentially shut down the central server because one doesn't exist. It's made up of individual nodes all over the world. Minds.com is another good one, where you can also earn crypto on the Ethereum platform. D.tube is another one I've been on for a number of years, which is also, I would recommend. Guys, we really have to diversify our video sharing platform portfolio at this point. As you can tell, the hammer is coming down, and that's why I've spread myself over to these: D-Tube, PocketNet, Minds, BitChute, Float, and D-Live. So I hope you will check all the links in the description. We did skip over this, so let me get back to it. This is showing the connections between Sergey Brin and Wojcicki, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, Susan Wojcicki, the co-founder of Google, president of Alphabet Inc., worth $49 billion. He, of course, was married to Anne, who is the co-founder of 23andMe, a DNA database worth over $1 billion. And, of course, that's the sister of the CEO of YouTube, who's worth over $410 million and is engaging in censorship. So just look at the amount of influence and power that literally these two family bloodlines hold. Guys, it's time for a mass exodus off of the YouTube platform. So it's just something I wanted to bring to your attention today, this Christmas season, as they set their sights on deleting channels that you guys have come to love and trust here on this platform. Well, as we can see, the platform is dying. The final nail in the coffin has already been hammered in. They're now just shoveling on more dirt, and really, it's the end. YouTube is dead, and it's time we move on. So guys, please click the thumbs up button, share this video, let people know that it's crunch time. We literally have just 5 days until the December 10th deadline. I would encourage a full boycott of YouTube on December 10th specifically. Don't share any YouTube links. Don't post anything to YouTube. Maybe we can get hashtag boycott YouTube trending on Twitter before the day comes. If you like that idea, let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's all for today, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. We will have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.